Hello and good morning, afternoon, evening, and whatever time of day it is to all of you again. Me and Chaos are back again. Hello, Chaos.
Hello, guys. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Mr. TcFreer.
Hello, Mr. Cuss. I'm very well, sir. It's good to see you.
Nice.
So, just announced in the dev blog, not more than 20 minutes ago or so, the Swalingi is going to be a ship that you're going to be able to get, a premium ship, as we're aware, at tier 8 for the Lunar New Year. You're going to be able to get it with a premium camo that's going to be like the one you can get currently on the Irium. So if I quickly give you a bit of a show of that, actually, this is what the Irium looks like, and as you can see, so this is the kind of style of camo that we can expect for the Swalingi. I think it looks really cool with that, with the premium camo. What do you think?
It's awesome. It's awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have Arian camouflage, but this is look fantastic.
It does. It looks really, really authentic. You know, the clay brick sides, the kind of thatch overhangs and things like that. It looks very oriental. There isn't as many, as dragons and things like that. Obviously, it's got the kind of the dragon-ish headpiece on the prow, with the feathers flowing back. It does look stunning, and it does look very oriental.
Yeah, dragon with a bird, something like that. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think it looks really, really cool. So it looks a really nice camo it's coming to, but what about the ship it's going to sit on? So, as we know, it's going to be sitting on the Swalingi. The Swalingi is not a paper ship. She was real. She actually took to the water. She entered service in 1951. Apparently there were 70 other variants in the Project 30 range, which was designed for the Russian Navy after World War II, as a further development of the Ognevnikas. In 1959, the ship was transferred to the Navy of Indonesia, which is why, as you can see, it's in the Pan-Asian fleet. One thing I have noticed, but this could be just because it's on test with us at the minute, if you go into flags on exterior, I haven't yet found if you can change. Oh, you can change it to the Indonesian flag. They must have just changed that on one of the patches we've had. So you can change it to the naval flag of Indonesia, which is basically just a red and white horizontal stripe. Quite easy to get confused with another couple of nation flags there, I think. But I think it looks pretty cool. Bit about the ship so far, what we know. She has 20,000 HP on the nose in my setup. I don't know about Chaos, but we'll double check. We'll compare ship build, captain builds in a bit. She's got the same layout as the Friesland, hasn't she? She's got double turrets fore and aft, so you've only got 4 guns basically. And unlike the Friesland, these fire every 5 seconds as opposed to every 2 seconds, but they are 130 mil. I'm a bit worried about that personally. I think that just maybe that might be a little bit too low, but she's performed pretty well. I think we're both happy with her, aren't we? We both find her fun to play.
Well, can we say it's the Ognevoy from China?
Yeah.
And it, as you say before about the history, it's true. It's awesome ship. It's a hunter for me because of the concealment. 5.9 kilometers. The deep torps, the torpedoes, it's tremendous. 10 kilometers, 6 knots. Not very fast, but it's lethal. It's awesome ship. Maneuverability. It's very good. 38.3 knots with Sierra Mike. Including the Sierra mic, I mean, you have 38.3. The rudder shift is awesome, 3.2 seconds. And the concealment, it's amazing.
Right. So we are running slightly different builds than it seems, because I've got a 4-second rudder shift as opposed to a 3.2.
I have the steering gauge modification, yeah. You have the propulsion probably, huh?
Yeah, I prepare some propulsion. So I mean, my standard Pan-Asian destroyer captain, the one I'm actually running is actually trained from a Chongmu. He is 19 points, so I do apologize. So but I'll give. I think we can give what we think is our basic 10-point captain for a Pan-Asian destroyer. I run priority target with preventative maintenance at tier 1. I then run adrenaline rush and last stand at tier 2. At tier 3, I run survivability with torpedo and expertise and superintendent, and then at tier 4, I just run concealment.
Concealment, yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you run for your captain?
At the moment, because I want to upgrade another captain, I have 10-point captain.
Okay.
Preventive maintenance, last stand, the basics for superintendent and concealment expert.
Yeah, I would agree. That's the basic 10-point captain build for a Pan-Asian destroyer. It's kind of a cookie cutter build almost that you would expect any destroyer to have with the 10-point captain to start with. Obviously, we don't know how many point captain you'll be able to get with this ship from the word go. It could be 3 points. It could be 6 points. We don't know. But I would say whatever it is, a 3-point captain should be preventative maintenance and last stand. A 6-point would add superintendent, and a 10-point would add concealment.
By the way, you can use the IFHE because the
yes.
HE cell armor penetration capacity is 21mm only. You can use this skill if you want.
Yeah. But because of the turret layout, I don't think it's worth it. I think this is more gunboat. If we look at the modules for the ship, it's quite unusual because obviously, like you said, in the 4th slot, you've gone for rudder and I've gone for propulsion. One thing I would suggest people consider for either I think it's the 2nd slot where it'll sit in, is the hydro, the coal mod for hydro.
Mm-hmm.
Because
very good idea, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously it does get a really good hydro, this ship, which we'll have a look at in just a second. So if we just have a quick look at that, the hydro, it doesn't have a speed boost. It has hydro only, but it is a 5.5 kilometer hydro that lasts for just short of 2 minutes, 110 seconds. Mm-hmm. So I really like that, and I do like the smoke for the Pan-Asian destroyers as well. It doesn't last that long, but it recharges pretty quickly, and you do get a lot of charges of it. So I think that's pretty cool myself. And as we said, the deep water torpedoes are only good for cruisers, battleships, and carriers. You have to rely on the guns to take out other destroyers. However, the guns are pretty capable of doing it. Although you got to bear in mind it's a 5-second reload. I think that's what I see as a bit of a hamper for the ship.
And that is the reason in this. In my captain, the next skill is the torpedo armament and expertise.
Yeah. So I mean,
when I put this.
Yeah, because with that, I mean, I've got 117.9 second reload on my torpedoes. They do take quite a long time to reload. The feedback I provided, in my opinion, was that maybe they could take 20 seconds or so off this and make it a little bit quicker, especially if he's going to rely on its torpedoes to actually be of value. As we said, I think we both agree. We would recommend that if you go into your upgrades, and you go to your hydroacoustic search modification 1, it is 17,000 coal unless you use one of your coupons, and then you can get it for about 12 3/4. But it does add 20% to the time of your hydro, so you take it to a little over 2 minutes 20. I think you'll take it to about 2 minutes 30, 2 minutes 20, 2 minutes 30 for the hydro action, and at 5.5 kilometers, it's actually better than the Lo Yang's hydro. The Lo Yang, which is it's kind of the competitor for this. So if we just set this, we can just look at both ships. So tier 8 destroyers, Pan-Asian. So you're going to be comparing the Lo Yang directly with the Swalingi as a what would you get. Now, luckily, I've got 2 identical captains that I can use for this. So, one thing I will say is that my Lo Yang does have the hydro boost on its upgrades, so I should add that. But it only has a 5.2 kilometer hydro on this, but it does last 132 seconds, which I kind of guess we can expect from the Swalingi as well. The Lo Yang is actually based on the Fletcher class as well. So she's got the really good quick turning turrets. Although she does only have 127mm guns, she does have 4 turrets with those mounted. She's got the option on the torpedoes of either 9.2 kilometer slow torpedoes that reload fairly quickly, or the long range ones for the shorter range at 6.7 kilometers and 68 knots, which are a little bit quicker. I run mine with the knife fighting torpedoes purely because then if I can see it with my hydro from my smoke, I can hit it with my torpedoes, and because they're that much quicker, they'll get there quicker as well. So it is going to be a bit of an interesting choice between Swalingi and Loyang for people. But we've had a lot of fun with the Loyang, I will say. She has been a bit surprising. So, I mean, how have you found her? How have you found her, Chaos?
It's awesome. I play a lot with Silly Wangi. How I don't know how can I pronounce it. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's awesome ship. I count on my concealment. First of all, it's 5.9 kilometers. I say a lot of times online, and you know, I count this. I like to play with concealment, my destroyers, especially like this one. Don't forget, like you say, it's a gunboat. It's Russian. The guns, it's from USSR, and it's awesome. Second of all, the torpedoes, it's very good. Be careful, guys. It's 61 knots. You need to launch your torps very carefully. You need to calculate the speed of the enemy ship, especially the battleships, you know. And you can take the caps very easy, definitely, if the enemy destroyer is not near to you. It's nice ship. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I don't have something to say, oh, this is not good, this is not good. It's awesome. And the about the don't, if you ask about the AA, okay, don't say that, because this ship, it's about the guns, 130mm guns. It's not bad. 5 seconds reload time. Your firing rate, it's decent, 12.5 kilometers, and it's nice. In my opinion, it's I love this. You're gonna love this ship.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Definitely with the new camo.
Yeah, with the new camo, it's going to look awesome. So, as is always, it's come to that part of the video, Chaos. Are you ready, my brother?
Oh yes, my brother. Let's do it. Come on, let's launch some tops.
So here we go. We're going to after the. I'm sure everyone will be ready after the glorification that was was taking the Puerto Ricos out.
Oh, yeah. We forgot to speak about the smoke. The smoke, it's exactly the classic Pan-Asia smoke.
Yes, it is Pan-Asian smoke. So 30 seconds deployment, 70-second duration. Which is, I actually quite like it because it means you can lay a big smoke screen. Mm-hmm. So, typical tier 8 matchmaking. As you can see, we've got a smattering of tier 9s. We've only got 2 other destroyers that we have. We only got 4 destroyers to worry about gunboat wise.
Is it challenge? No carriers though.
No carriers, which is that's we're happy about that. There's a lot of hydro. There's only 1 radar. Yeah, 1 radar there in the Cleveland. Potentially 2 with the Mino. Yeah. But you know, I'm quite happy with that. So I think we should we flood. I think we patrol B. Yeah, we'll patrol B in the middle.
Yeah, let's try the middle.
I know you want. Not today, old boy.
So I think we're both running all the flags.
Good luck, everyone. Try not to suck.
Yeah, we'll wish everyone good luck.
Kick some ass and take some names.
Don't forget, guys, the Sierra Mag gives you more speed on your ship. In every ship, more speed.
Well, I didn't completely suck.
She is slower than the. Your Lo Lang.
Yeah, it's low. Yeah, Lo Yang, I think it's 41, 42.
Yeah, she is.
If I remember.
Yeah, she is slower than the Lo Yang. Lo Yang is 40 knots on the nose.
This ship it's more heavy than Lo Yang.
She is.
It's more tons, yeah. And because of the guns, it's more heavy.
That's true, yeah. The turrets are quite big, aren't they, on this?
Yeah.
Very big. Turret does. So I'm going to cap from the top of the... I'm going to cap at the top, and I think... Chaos, if you want to head south to that little cove down there.
South, yeah.
And that way then we can fire torpedoes south and north. I would have preferred to have the Yu Yang's torpedoes on this, you know.
Yeah. You mean to destroy the enemy, to kill the enemy destroyer, yeah.
No. To have 13.5 kilometer range.
Ah, you mean about the range? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because, I mean, 10 kilometers good. 13.5 is better.
Yeah. Low Yang's torpedoes speed? I don't remember.
I need intelligence there.
I think they're slower. They're 67 knots. But we've got a Cleveland coming in. I have a feeling he's about to hit his his radar. I'm not going to pop my smoke. I'm going to hold. I've got torpedoes in the water on the Cleveland. He's getting a little bit close. Team looks like they've spotted the danger as well, because if we can take him out, that's the radar taken out. He's turned away, so my torpedoes are going to miss. You got fish in the water?
Yeah, radar up.
Yeah.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Okay, Dakar.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Designated target.
I'm going to go to AP. Ooh.
Yeah, I turned to AP.
I'm going to the AP a
Enemy
shot.
destroyer detected.
Oh, we spotted a DD as well.
Oh, he's dead.
Yep.
To starboard.
Oh,
Smoke generator started.
I am dead already. Shimakazi'd.
Oh!
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Yeah, I can't take this.
We speak about torps before. You listen from yesterday from World of WarShips stream about the Pan-American, Pan-European destroyer line, huh?
So so as per the Puerto Rico game, I'm dead already.
Come on, never
Proceeding
mind.
to assist you.
The point is to... I have a fly in my room again. Unbelievable this one.
Unbelievable.
It's December. It's near to Christmas. Go to your home, flies, please. Okay. Well, I'm gonna find the Shimakaze.
Yeah, so you probably push it. There it is, Shimmer. I put the Hydro on, mate. He has just fired, but remember it's about 114-second reload on the Shimmer. Plus, the closer you get, you'll spot him for the rest of the team, and he can't see you firing at him in theory.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
So that was a bust for me again.
No worries, my friend.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
But at least we placed a reef near the air base on that island there. So as you can see, you can just pressure the Shimakaze now with the Hydro, and just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And you know, he's running and running and running, and you just keep firing. So there's his torpedoes already. All you gotta do is find the hole to get through them and not take a torpedo like me. Oh dear, Chaos, we're going down. Are you going down? Oh, is he going to scratch the paint? Oh, he scratched the paint. Did you cap B? Yeah, you cap B. Well done. This is one of the downsides of this ship, is although it's got 130mm guns, you've got to land the guns on target to actually do the damage, and the Shimakaze can actually outgun you. You know, it has, is it 100 mils on the Shimmer, or is it 127? I can't remember.
I think it's 127.
No, 127 mils.
Has more turrets and more barrels.
Yeah.
Ah, close.
Ah, well.
But we proved, my friend, the Swalingi. Sorry, guys, for the name. Really humble apologize. I don't know how can I pronounce it.
It's
Anyway.
Swalingi.
Yeah, this anyway. We proved, guys, against tier 10 destroyers. Okay, it's 130mm guns. The reload is good. The gun is powerful. You no need to afraid the enemy. Look at his eye. You know, it's awesome. But
Yeah.
as we say before, me and TcFreer, you can come very comfortable. Okay, radar, unfortunately, it's bad luck. That is the key, you know.
Yeah. So
You need to play careful.
unfortunately, that's a very quick game for us with virtually no damage on my part. How much did you get there? You got a couple of hundred, did you? A couple of thousand?
8K, 18K.
18k. So not a huge amount of damage, but in reality, the team should be in a position to
Attention, reporting the target position.
The 15K it's on Shima.
Yeah. So you nearly did finish the shimmer. It looks like the Des Moines going to finish the shimmer for you there.
Yeah.
As long as his shells connect, which they're not. The Hipper is launching torpedoes for some reason. They only need a couple. They only need one or two of the shells to connect for the shimmer to go down, but they've lost him now. This team's not in a great position, unfortunately. As you can see, we've only got a Gearing trying to defend C.
Yeah.
Albeit he's doing a very good job. He could shoot the Hipper and take the Hipper out because the Hipper's on 959. But again, I don't know if he's in range. He must be close to range for the Gearing. But yeah, it's...
Shima has a guns, it's 127. Wow.
Yeah. So our Shimmer just dodged some tops there, which I failed to do. But, you know, these things happen. We may try another replay, guys, for you at some other point. But the one thing to bear in mind with is all the plus points we've mentioned, I think, and the fact that, you know, playing this game, playing in a tier 10, you know, you either get lucky or you don't get lucky. RNG was not on our side there. As you can see, the Mino is a smoke Mino. He's currently sat about here, taking his shots at a Des Moines. He's probably got torpedoes in the water, actually, heading towards the Des Moines. There is our Amalfi taking some shots at range. There's the so there we go. There's the Mino. He's got his broadside towards the Amalfi.
Sorry.
So I'm expecting his torpedoes going into the Des Moines. Nope, there he is. He's pulled out. Oh, that's a bad idea. And he's broadside to a Des Moines. But the Des Moines firing HE, is it? Oh, AP. I think it's AP, but those shells are going to bounce. There's the torpedoes into the Des Moines.
Des Moines, yeah.
Des Moines dodged. Could go either way, but the other team do have a big points advantage, and with keeping their 4 destroyers alive, that's actually quite a big advantage as well. And somewhere out there is a Shimakaze still as well. So, let's leave that game. So in summing up, we sucked, but the ship does have... The ship's got merit, I think, and I think, you know, if you're used to playing the Pan-Asian DDs, especially, you know, if you play the Yu Yang, I think the Yu Yang is the closest thing in the tech tree, isn't it?
Give me a second to open the tech tree.
Let's have a look in the tech tree. So if we have a quick shufti in the tech tree. So... potentially the Gajamada, although she's a British N class. The Shenyang was a Gleaves class for the US Navy. Chungmu is a former Fletcher, and the Yu Yang is an Alan Summers. Taking that into consideration, I think she's nearer a Yu Yang in spec-wise because of the guns. The Yu Yang's guns reload every 4 seconds. So I think the Siliwangi is
127mm, huh?
Yeah, they're all 127s. So yeah, if you've played the Yu Yang and you are comfortable relatively with her playstyle, I think the Siliwangi you'll be comfortable with as well. You know, I'm not going to argue that I'm not going to argue with a bad game there because we got nuked pretty early on, mate. But there's nothing we can do about that.
It happens.
It does. It happens. Would you recommend her?
Excuse me?
Would you recommend the Siliwangi?
Guys, you're gonna love it. As I say, the guns, it's awesome. The torps, it's awesome. It's deep torps, okay? It's a little bit slow, but you need to launch your torps very carefully. It's not, for example, like your Yang, it's 68 knots. It's very decent torps. As I say, I speak about the concealment. 5.9 kilometers. You can play very comfortable, guys. I love the guns. I love the rudder shift. It's very maneuverable destroyer, guys. It's not very heavy. For example, like Harugumo. Harugumo has more 6 seconds, I think. It's a little bit not very maneuverable like Silivangi. Guys, 10 points.
Yeah. If you don't have any Pan Asian DDs at the minute, and you're thinking of picking up one of these, either the Anshan, the Luoyang, or the Siliwangi as your first one to just try out the line. The Siliwangi will give you the flavour of the torpedoes,
Yeah.
but I would take a Luoyang over the Siliwangi any day. Unfortunately.
You prefer
The Siliwangi is a good ship. Don't get me wrong. She's fun to play. You've got nice range on the torpedoes. The 130mm guns mean you can load the AP and go when you are top tier and go against the lower tier cruisers and get those citadels and things like that. The torpedoes are effective, but when you are down tiered, as we just saw in that game, the guns don't always perform satisfactorily for me, and this is just a personal opinion. I feel more comfortable in my Luoyang just because I've got torpedoes that I can use against other destroyers and all the other ships in the game. She's a little bit quicker, but we are splitting hairs here by literally 1 knot or so. It's it's hardly that much different. The guns are more comfortable if you enjoy playing the USDDs. So you do have that option. I would say as well. It's going to be a hard choice. It's going to be a very, very hard choice for anybody to make when they come into the game.
Yeah, the reload is better.
Yeah, the reload is better on the Luoyang as well.
The Luoyang, sorry to ask, has speed boost.
It can fit speed boost. Yes, you have a choice. You either run Hydro or you run speed boost on it. Oh, sorry, you run speed boost, defensive AA, or Hydro. 90% of Luoyang captains run Hydro.
Yeah.
So and the Luoyang has the Fletcher smoke as well, 124-second smoke. It's a big smoke. So
Yeah.
it's a very, very difficult place that the Siliwangi is coming into, and it is a very personal choice for yourselves captains to decide. I think there's nothing wrong with her, but if you look at what she's compared against at tier 8, it makes a big...
We can say it's different ships from the same country,
Yeah. Well, no, one's Russian. One's Russian, one's American.
Yeah. I mean, in game. Yeah, you're right.
What I would say, and what I think is the right way for us to look at them, is that they are two different doctrines of destroyer play. Of course, it comes back on a defeat, as we expect. Credit-wise, though, as you can see, I think we still made a profit there, didn't we? About 90k or so. Maybe not, maybe less, but anyway. But yeah, I think it's going into a difficult place in the game because it's against such a well-proven ship. But it does very much depend on our fellow captains in the communities out there.
Exactly.
What they would prefer. Would they prefer the Siliwangi with its deep water torps and its hard-hitting 130mm guns, albeit on a reduced fire rate, or would they prefer the Dakar of the Luoyang with its standard torps and its knife fighting ability? It goes,
seconds reload time.
Yeah, it goes both ways. It's two very different doctrines of destroyer gameplay. So the choice will be yours when it comes into the game. We don't know prices, we don't know when, but we know that as per the recent dev blog, she will be launched for the she should be around for Lunar New Year, when you can get that very nice camo as well. Obviously, everything that we've gone through today and everything you've seen is subject to change. She is still work in progress as per the sign on the screen somewhere. So yeah, it's a difficult one to decide. I don't know how I don't know how people are going to receive her. You can have a monster game in her, or you can have a very short game, as you just showed with us there. I think, Chaos, would you like to sum up?
Yeah.
Go on. What's your sum up, mate? What do you think?
Sorry. I think I understand to play another more battle. Sorry.
If you want to play another one, we can do, but we are up to 30 minutes on this video for people.
Yeah.
I think we've gone on a bit. I think we've gone on a
What
bit.
ask me, please? Can you ask me?
I just said, if you got anything furthermore to sum up.
No. It's we say everything. I think the point is we watch to the people how the ship works. It's a short time, unfortunately, but you can count and about your guns, guys. You can see enemy, and we play against the tier 10s. Don't forget that. Don't forget, we play against tier 10s. If we have better matchmaking, you never know. 2 days ago, I played with this awesome beauty. 138k, tier 8 still service. Okay, I'm lucky about matchmaking, but it's awesome. 2 battleships with my torps, 2 destroyers with my guns, 4 kills. It's awesome. It happens. If you are lucky, yeah, it happens. Depends the map, depends your gameplay style, depends your team, depends everything in this game. You know, we are not gods. We are human beings.
Yep, I would agree with that. We're just like everybody else. We try our best. So, as always, that's it from me. And Chaos, thank you, sir.
Really, it's a pleasure and honor again, Mr. TcFreer. Thank you so much for this awesome company.
Well, guys, that's it from me. That's it from Chaos, and we will see you all on another video soon. Have a great day. Ta-da.
Take care.